The physical stakes of this match are evident before the first whistle. In the pre-match handshakes, you can see the focus in the players' expressions, a quiet acknowledgement of the high-intensity game ahead. Possession and geography often dictate the flow of a match, but they are ultimately secondary metrics. A team can control the ball for 90 minutes, but the score remains 0 until the ball legally crosses the goal line. Early on, the U.S. found themselves contending with a deep, well-organized Bosnian defensive block. This structure was designed to absorb pressure, forcing the American offense to work for every yard of progress. To find a way through, the U.S. turned to set pieces. These early dead-ball situations served as the first physical tests of Bosnia's reflexes and the cohesion of their defensive line. The pressure intensified with a curling, in-swinging corner kick, delivered with enough pace to force every defender back into their own 6-yard box. The ball was punched away by the Bosnian goalkeeper, freeze, and necessary high-stakes clearance that provided only a temporary reprieve from the immediate danger. This initial sequence marks the start of a sustained physical struggle. It signals that the defense will be forced to react and recover repeatedly, beginning the long process of testing their endurance. As the game moved into open play, the U.S. increased the tempo. They began finding Weston McKennie in pockets of space, stretching the Bosnian defense horizontally. McKennie quickly found Folarin Balogun, who turned his defender and fired the ball into the back of the net. But as the celebration started, the near-side linesman raised his flag. The offside rule is binary and unforgiving. A perfectly timed pass and a clinical finish are rendered meaningless by a margin of only a few inches. While the goal didn't count, the moment changed the dynamic of the half. The Bosnian defense relied on a technicality to survive, while the American attackers proved they could successfully find a gap in the line. Rather than slowing down after the disallowed goal, the U.S. immediately launched another wave of attack, keeping the defense in a state of constant recovery. The ball moved through a rapid sequence from Balogun to Tyler Adams, bypassing the Bosnian midfield. Sergiño Dest met the cross with a header directed toward the bottom corner, coming within inches of finding the net. The U.S. kept the play alive. McKennie collected the loose ball and delivered a precise, chipped pass back into the center of the box. A close-range turnaround finish once again beat the goalkeeper. For the second time in the match, the flag was raised on the far side, and the goal was struck from the record. Holding a high defensive line requires discipline. Defenders move in unison, sprinting back to track runners, then stepping up for the offside trap. Under sustained pressure, coordination frays. Fatigue causes microfractures. One lagging defender creates a clear opening. Surviving through offside traps is a high-risk strategy. Eventually, the physical demand of tracking back and stepping up becomes too great, and the defensive structure inevitably gives way. In the final sequence, the exhaustion of the Bosnian backline became visible. They failed to close the gap quickly enough, leaving a lane open for the first time. Malik Tillman read the play, timed his run perfectly, and delivered a clean, decisive finish. This time, the margins were clear. Tillman remained onside, the run was legal, and the Bosnian offside trap finally failed to catch its target. The energy in the stadium changed instantly. The broadcast described the roar of the crowd as enough to lift the roof off the building. This breakthrough was the result of a long timeline of pressure. The early corners, the near misses from Dest, and the 2 goals lost to offside calls. True offensive dominance is rarely defined by a single moment. It's the result of relentless momentum wearing a defense down until it snaps.